What's up, Raider Nation? This is Big Bad Guy from Team Bad Bad Guy Bad Girl Apparel. Broadcast live on the ATL, and you listen to the Raider Party Podcast. Ha ha. You down with RPP? Yeah, you know me. Raiders!
Hello, Raider Nation. It's Raider Homer and Nikki, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast. Hey, Homer, you down with RPP?
Yeah, you know me.
I never get tired of hearing that.
I can tell.
What do you think about? What do you think about our new theme music?
Well, I mean, being somewhat of a musician myself, I can really appreciate the feel that DJ Greencap is bringing to the podcast.
Oh, yes. Thank you, DJ Greencap. You doing it again, my brother. We appreciate you. Hey, listeners, after you listen to us on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are Raider Party Podcast. All day, all night.
And be sure to subscribe to the Raider Homer channel on YouTube if you haven't already, Raider Nation. We really appreciate your support. And don't forget to hit the like button as well as leave a comment. As for this episode's guest, we have Mike Sipe from the Raiders Boosters Club of York returning. You know, we might as well go ahead and call him a co-host at this point.
We should.
Yeah. We'll also have Rachel Fenton of the Hampton Roads Raider Club on for the very first time, and Glenn Ward from the DC Metro Raiders Booster Club, who has made an appearance via the channel IDs in between callers.
Now, let's talk about what the theme of this episode is about. Raider Nation, as we already know, we are family.
Yes.
Our memories and club membership matters. In episode 2 and 5, we talked about the first game of the season. Tonight, we're going back in time to relive some magical moments and make some bold predictions about the future.
Yeah, speaking of magical moments, you know, seeing the Raiders, a magical moment that stands out in my mind as a fan is seeing the Raiders go to the Super Bowl way back in 2002. You know, I had been a fan for 12 years without seeing us get to the Super Bowl. And of course, It was bittersweet because John Gruden beat us in that Super Bowl. But, you know, as far as bold predictions, I predict that John Gruden will win a Super Bowl with Derek Carr at QB.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I believe in that. I know it's happening.
I do too, brother. I do too. You know what? I believe in the brotherhood. Let's get my travel partner and RPP co-host, Mike Sipe, on the phone.
Raiders all day, every day. I'm Travis, the host of the Snap Evading Podcast, member of the DC Metro Raiders, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, good evening, Nikki.
How's it going, Mike?
Great, Homer. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. And I'm coming off another victory. This time, the return of the Mac couldn't handle it. It was the return of the Raiders.
I love it.
I do, too.
Mac who?
That's right. 50
Mac
who.
what? Well, we're going back in time tonight, guys, to talk about, you know, things that have happened that have been amazing. And we're also going to be making some bold predictions tonight. So, Mikey, in episode 5, we talked to Kevin Loki about our visit to Rochester. Talk about pride and poise. I'd like you to tell our listeners, like, some more of the highlights of that trip that we took up north.
Okay. I remember it was pretty much an impromptu thing. You guys contacted me just like the day before and said, you want to go tomorrow? I'm like, sure, why not? So even though I knew it was going to be like a 5.5-hour drive from here, you know, I'm up for those type of things. So I was like, sure, come pick me up. I remember on the way there, we stopped in this, we stopped at Hazleton. We stopped at a Subway in Hazleton to recharge our batteries.
Yeah.
And there was two gentlemen inside there that were very much under the influence. And they were Steeler fans, and
Oh boy.
they were both complaining about losing Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. And all three of us just looked at him like, oh well, you know, sucks to be you.
And then we bought really good cookies.
Yes, we did.
We'll talk about that in another episode, but they had an amazing selection of cookies there.
Yes. So then we proceeded up 81 north, and we came upon a car that was just put out by the fire department. The entire car was engulfed in flames.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That was quite interesting. And we were guilty of rubbernecking by driving by very slowly and looking at what happened because we couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was so crazy. It actually added time on our trip too, because I was a little bit disappointed because from Maryland we should have gotten up there in like 7.5 hours, and that didn't happen. But on our way back, we definitely got back, you know, in a timely fashion. So it made me feel better.
Yeah. But we made it to our destination. We made it to our friend Steve's house, and
such a cool guy.
I can remember all of us getting there. It was like 6 people that really never got together before.
Mm-hmm.
Here's 6 Raider fans that were meeting in his Raider man cave for the first time. It was quite surreal.
Oh my God.
It was probably the nicest, mind-blowing Raider man cave I've ever been in.
He changed my
surreal.
life. Okay, he changed my life. His man cave is everything.
Man,
I've never seen anything like that before.
I had a great Raider cave when I lived in San Antonio. Gray walls, Derek Carr fat head, Khalil Mack fat head, autographed Bo Jackson jersey, autographed helmet from the 2016 team when Michael Crabtree had the Crab 5 Fest down here in Texas. Man, it was awesome.
I hope you have some pictures to share with us.
I do.
Oh, great.
And I will.
Yes. You know what? We're going to do an episode just on man caves.
There you
I'm
go.
so inspired right now.
Captain Jack, he's
great.
working on his, you know. So, Mike, in episode 6, Mike Roseberry mentioned the Todd Horn Memorial Golf Tournament, and it will be held Saturday, October 12th. Please tell us more about this fundraiser.
Well, for everyone who doesn't know who Todd Horn was, he was one of the 3 original founders of the Raider Boosters of York, PA Booster Club. Passed away unexpectedly last year, and yes, we're proud to announce that there is going to be the first annual Todd Horn Memorial Golf Tournament at Briarwood Golf Course. And what's great about this is the proceeds are going to benefit the first ever Redline High School bowling team and the Todd Horn Memorial Scholarship Bowling Tournament.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, my condolences to the Raiders Boosters of York and to Todd Horn's family. You know, but I think that's pretty cool that you know, y'all are holding a memorial for him. You know.
Yeah. Special shout out to individuals in the family. You know who you are. I'm talking to you right now. Thank you for blessing us with the gift of him and everything that he's done for the club.
We have several members of our boy that will be golfing, and we have several members of our boy that will be volunteering at the tournament this Saturday. Nikki and myself are two of them.
And then what are if someone wants to volunteer because they just so happen to be in Pennsylvania and New York on Saturday, what do we want them to do? Do we want them to email us at raiderpartypodcast@gmail.com, or, how do we want to, if there's anybody out there who really wants to join us, what do we want to do?
That's a good question. They can email us.
And then we'll forward it. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And if they just want to show up, just show up at the golf tournament at 10 a.m. If you're not golfing, just show up at Briarwood Golf Course at 10 a.m. this Saturday.
Cool. Yeah, we'll be there. You guys know, and if you don't know, I'm not a morning person. You'll notice that a lot of what we do is at night, okay? Some of our recordings will be like at 2 a.m. in the future because of the travel that all three of us are going to be on. So you're going to be catching us at the end of very long days, very long, fabulous days. But I'm going to be up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right, Mikey?
Oh, absolutely.
At the crack of noon?
Saturday. Huh?
At the crack of noon?
Ooh, listen. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mikey, thank you so much for, being a travel partner, putting up with these crazy hours, and especially for, supporting such a great charity event this coming Saturday. Todd was an amazing person, and I wish I'd had an opportunity to meet him. But every time I experience things with our boy, I feel his spirit of camaraderie and his kindness, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to mention about the trip to Rochester. That Rochester fan club, the whole reason we went up there to meet with that group was they were having a charity auction, and all the proceeds went to Cure Childhood Cancer Association.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. For the children. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those guys are so awesome. They're awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mikey. I know you got to get up early tomorrow, so I'll talk to you later.
Hey, once again, Spider 2, live banana.
Touchdown Raiders.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye. People are going to want to know what that's about, He needs to stop, Homer. Shout out to Kevin and my two favorite Mikes, Mike Roseberry and Mike Sipe. You guys are awesome. And it's so great to have you in my life.
Speaking of cool, let's talk to one of our Raiderette sisters from the South, Rachel Fenton of Hampton Roads Raiders Club.
Hello, Raider Nation. It's Mike Roseberry from the Raiders Boosters of York, PA, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast.
Hey, sister.
Hey.
Hey, Homer.
Hey.
Hey, Homer.
Hello, Rachel. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I was just saying, we're coming off a win. We're 3-2 going into the bye week. They didn't think we were going to get this far, but we're doing it.
Hey.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect storm.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's right. So, sister, tonight we're talking about memorable moments and predictions. I want to go back in time and talk about another amazing win. What was your home opener experience like?
Oh my gosh, sis, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is my second time in Oakland. And I went with a first timer.
Okay.
So we got there Saturday. First stop after the hotel was Ricky's. Sports Theater and Grill. Must see for anybody that's never been. You have to stop at Ricky's.
Yeah.
The great thing was we were in there and a news team came in.
What?
And we're talking to the fans. They didn't talk to us, but so when we were leaving, another news van pulls up, and we wound up being on the evening news.
Awesome.
In Oakland from the East Coast. So that was fantastic. People are just, oh my gosh, you're on the news. And I'm like, wow, yeah, we made it on the news.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And shot straight from Ricky's to Raider Image. Got the shopping out of the way.
Hey.
Yeah. Tried to get back to the hotel to take a nap. That nap never happened. Jumped in the Uber, headed to the Plank in Jack London Square for the meet and greet with Chef and Judy.
Yeah,
that was great. Got some spades and cornhole and dominoes and all that going on that evening. Got back to the hotel. I don't even know what time it was because we were over 24 hours in. Only to wake up. Yeah, because, leaving on the East Coast, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going out there, you lose all track of time. And then, wake up on Sunday to just this bass banging outside and people hammering, and we open the window and you see the Black Hole setting up for their kickoff party.
Hey, that was a great party. So you were at the Radisson?
I was at the Radisson right above the band. Like my room was right on top of the band.
That's cool.
So we got to hang out on both locations. Actually, we have to go downstairs, but everybody that was anybody was at that event. It was so amazing.
Look, I'm so mad that I wasn't there. You have no idea. I was in Vegas just stewing, okay? Just stewing.
We could have snuck you in and snuck you back out. Just,
No, I was working.
I would have done a 911 call for you, and you had to leave. There was an emergency back home, and we would have got you on a plane.
That's cool.
Well, one of those.
Yeah, that's cool that you were there, and that was your second time in Oakland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my second time in Oakland, and I got to go to the Black Hole party too. It was a memorable moment for me because I got to be part of the flag unfurling. The opening ceremony.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing. I wanted to be one of those people. I was, how did that happen? Like,
well, the ticket, the season ticket holders.
Brother.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
About that offline. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's get back on track here. Okay.
Go back, sister. Tell me about game day.
Okay, so game day, of course, we walked in because the Radisson's so close to the thing, but the bar experience is also overwhelming if you're far away. Because I did the first time, but this one we walked to the Coliseum and started in G Lot. Walked around, talked to everybody, mixed and mingled. And then shot over to the B lot, and we wound up in the A lot Superhood tailgate. Amazing group of people. We got to witness them releasing the doves for Veronica, aka Bedazzle. That was fantastic. Very well done. And then we went inside. We got tickets in the Black Hole.
Yes, honey.
It being his first time there, I felt that was necessary.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got to watch the game. We were, it was unbelievable. And take the win it just makes it that much better.
Oh my gosh, girl.
And yeah, on top of that, I got this VIP experience through my credit card company that allowed us to be on the field after the game, post game.
What?
To get professional pictures taken. We got to run around the field.
Man, I thought I had a memorable time in Oakland week 1. Wow.
It was amazing. I mean, we ran over to the black hole, and we had some other East Coast fans that we knew that were in the black hole. So we were, it was unbelievable. So, any time in Oakland is amazing, but this definitely is one for the books. I'll never forget.
So special.
Yes, ma'am.
So special. Oh my gosh.
That's a fantastic
I can't
story.
even, like, my brain is just completely, my headspace, I'm just like, oh.
Jealous. I'm jealous.
They gave us little goodie bags to take with us, shirts, hats, pins, pens.
Wow.
I was like, I didn't think it could get any better, and here you giving me gifts. Okay.
You get to swag a lot.
Exactly. They swagged us out. But unforgettable home opener. I'll never forget. Yeah, amazing.
You know, so we talked to a lot of club members, you know, on this podcast, on the Raider Party podcast, and you know, Raider Club membership, you know, it has its benefits. You know, when we pay our dues and commit to supporting the club charity, you know, we are making a difference. And you are a member of 3 clubs, so please tell us about the clubs. You know, are they Black Hole, Booster, Fan, or just social clubs?
Yes, Raider Homer. Okay. My home club is Hampton Roads Raiders Club. Pretty well known. Mm-hmm. We meet at JR Cricket's in Newport News, Virginia. Very large, family-oriented club. We travel a lot. We try to promote each other and help other clubs out. And they are a branch of the DC Metro. We're looking to get our booster club status, but I think with the transitioning, the Raiders have the club status is on hold right now.
Yeah.
So, but we are currently still under DC Metro umbrella. And then with me being in Richmond, I'm kind of midway between them and the Northern Virginia Raiders Club. I'm also a member of them, and they meet at 17890 Curtis Drive in Dumfries, Virginia. Great group of people. They're so amazing. They actually do the Myrtle Beach weekend on the East Coast every year. They've done 2 so far. I'm sure they'll keep that going. It's a great event. I went to the first one. Unfortunately, didn't make this one.
Yeah, I wasn't able to make it either.
Yeah, it was amazing the first year. I'm going to try to make it again next year, though. And then recently, as of yesterday, I joined the North Carolina Raiders fan. Their fan club. And they meet at the neighborhood sports bar and arcade in Cary. Amazing group of people. I met them through the person I went with, who was a first timer. They were out there. The president, now president, was out there, and it was his first time as well. And they had front row Black Hole tickets.
What?
So they were, yes, it was amazing. So they're awesome. They're growing. Great group of people.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me just say this. I'm an advocate for joining clubs.
Yes.
Paying your dues, committing to supporting charities, and being involved. And more than one club. I really encourage listeners to investigate what clubs are in your area and I know that I'm fortunate because I live in the Mid-Atlantic, more specifically the Washington, D.C. region, and we have a lot of clubs here. So there's lots of opportunities to join a club, but I'm strongly encouraging listeners to join more than one so that way you can visit family members and encourage other Raider Nation family members to join as well. As a unit, we are stronger when there are more of us. And this transitional year is such an important one because we really want to make a positive impact when we move into our new home in 2020. So This is a great year to join more than one club. Don't you agree, Homer?
Absolutely. You know, I love being a part of the Silver and Black of Central Texas. I've been a member since 2006. That's the very first year that we started. That's our, first year as a club.
Wow.
And I've watched it grow. Lucky Pace has done a lot of work, and so has Charlie Crenshaw and Brian Kornstrom and my friend Ian, man. But that's the key word, my friend. All these people become friends, and it's, you always have somewhere to go, and it's not just to watch the football game, but it's a hug, it's a handshake, it's a bro hug, it's a high five, it's a let me get you a beer, let me buy you some food, and it's great family environment. And then we do charitable events also, food drives, toy drives, so it's really awesome to be a part of a club. So yes, get out there, find your local club, become a member. And like Raider Nikki says, check it out. Check out the other clubs and see if you can become a member of those clubs as well. To me, that makes sense because then when I leave Austin, I can go and chill with another club and be a part of that club, and it's a family too.
That's right.
So we shouldn't click up anyways. The cliques, got to kind of, I guess work all itself out, but we really shouldn't click up. It should be about one big family, coast to coast.
And I'm specifically saying this because moves are inevitable.
Yes.
Moving from one club home to another, moving from one stadium to another, moving from one, job to another. I mean, that's life. Yeah. And I think it's important as a family that we accept that moves are inevitable. And we come up with contingency plans for continuing to be comfortable.
Be able to make the adjustments.
Exactly. So, sister, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Now, before you go, I would like to share with our listeners that you are the Virginia representative for the International League of Ladies, also known as ILOL. And we thank you in advance for your service.
I'm excited for the opportunity, and I can't wait to make it happen. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So, listeners, stay tuned for more details in a future episode of the Raider Party Podcast. All right, sister. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Hey, it was nice having you on, Rachel. You have a really great story, for the home opener. I thought I had one, but man, you topped it,
I still wanted to be holding that flag, though.
Yeah.
It's like I want to hold that flag.
But thank you again.
Thank you for having me, and I'll meet you at one of these games.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
Sister, she is so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to Pop Raider and Maria, his heartbeat, Derek, Arnina, and Mayhem, the man with the graphic arts plan. One of these days, I'm going to get that creative genius on this show, Homer.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll pick his brain, get some tips. So when we think about how we all got here, all roads lead back to someone who encouraged us to join a club. So let's talk to the Raider brother that encouraged Raider Wea to join the DC Metro Raiders Booster Club.
And you know he's got to be somebody special because Raider Wea don't like everybody.
I feel special
So let's
already.
get him on the phone. 1 second.
Hey, Raider Nation. This is Kevin Loki from Raider Nation Rochester in upstate New York, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast. Raider Nation, baby.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Homer.
What's up, Nikki? How you doing, Glenn?
How you doing, Homer?
I'm doing well, man. You know, I got to use your channel ID in a few of the episodes, man. So I'm glad you left that for us.
I'm glad to do anything to help out.
Oh, he's a good man. He's a good man. So, listen, brother. You know that you're the reason why I joined DC Metro Raiders Booster Club in 2016. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have done it. Part of the reason is because I was so used to watching games by myself. And that's probably why I'm so socially awkward. So what was it like talking to someone who was used to watching games with just Kahlua and Baileys?
Well, when I ran across you, I was just overwhelmed. I'm passionate about our team. And then to find a woman of herself to be passionate, I was like, I can't let this opportunity go without sharing this with you. And I just thought about your presence. It's just where you need to be. I mean, I can just tell by how you lit up when you saw me. I said, hey, are you really a fan? You was like, really? Is there any other fan? Really? We bounced it back, and I was like, do you believe silver? You said, you right, I believe silver. So I was like, hey, you need to be where I'm at, and that's our club. And that's how it began.
Yeah, it was so funny because I was at work and at the store, and it was just, because my staff, they know that I'm a Raider fan, and so when they saw you in your gear, I know they said something to you.
Oh, that's what they said. They said, she's going to lose her mind. That's what they said. She's going to lose her mind. I said, who? And then you looking down, and I was like, okay, all right. I can't remember, was I wearing my Bo Jackson jersey? But
yes.
I was in full gear.
You looked amazing.
So.
Yes. Mhm.
Well, anybody that wears the Bo Jackson jersey got to look cool. That's for sure.
Come on now, yes.
And when I had my gear on, around DC, I walk around like a honeyback, so you know how I am about that, just a bad area. So
yes,
hey.
You're such an awesome ambassador too. Like, I think listeners, this is something else to try to wrap your head around. The concept of when you're wearing Raiders gear, people notice you, A, because if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, that is not the team, okay? But number two, the behavior, the pride, the poise, the commitment to excellence, all those things people associate with us when we're wearing our gear. Conversely, when we are behaving badly, people, again, attribute that, to our fandom. So I think it's just so important, and Glenn, you're such an awesome ambassador. You're just awesome, because if anybody else had talked to me about it, I would have totally been like, yeah, right, whatever, dude. But there was something about the passion and the way you talked about the club, about it being a safe space, that made me think, you know what? Kahlua and Bailey's can be there too.
Oh, yeah.
And Raider Wea can be there too. This is a place where she can be. And it just made me feel so good. And I'm forever grateful to you for introducing me to DC Metro and for being my brother and being the person who I can call in the middle of the night if I'm really pissed off about something that happened and you're totally like, you know what? You're going to be okay. I appreciate that.
I mean, it's our persona. I believe as a Raider fan, all Raiders, whatever's too much for everybody else is just right for us.
Hey.
On every level. On every level.
See,
I mean, like I said, when I got my gear on, I strut around Washington
yes,
like
he does.
a honey badger. And people always ask me the same question. When did you first become a real fan? And then I mix it up so much. Like, are you from California? I say I'm born and raised in D.C. around the corner from California Street, so that's close enough for me.
That's awesome.
It's just ongoing. Whatever they throw down the pipe, I'm gonna spit it out the park. So
hey,
I can be between our uniform, our history, and Al Davis, and just
yes,
baby, and us creating this thing of no one knew about the nation until we created. We
Hello?
got the creation of all of this.
Yes.
Remember, Al Davis was in the beginning of creating the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all part of our history. So, it's just something to have pride in.
It's a beautiful thing.
And for me to have this kind of spirit 1,000 miles away, 3,000 miles away, just doesn't mean that I'm committed. So,
yes.
We never lose. I just always say, when we lose, we just let the rest of the bums have victories.
I love that.
Let the rest of the bums have a little victory because we have this, we refuse to be denied.
Yes.
We're
winning.
Back, like I was telling you the week before, we won. Against Kansas City, we won. We came out with no injuries, and we seen what we got improvement.
That's
and
true.
Football's about a process.
Yes.
About passion.
Yes.
We about to get that chip on our shoulders like we used to. That's
yes.
You got to play football with a chip on your shoulder. So
yes.
We got that chip on our shoulders.
Yes, like the Raiders I remember when I was in college. Yes.
And you know how I feel about Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
To this puzzle. And I need to listen in peace because, I was telling Travis, these guys will be like the 11 disciples and the Black Hole will be the 12th. And you don't go out and bless these other teams with failure, We don't so I'm all pumped up for the next 20 years. So, hey. And I'm glad that we came across each other because I remember.
Yeah.
I actually, I'm telling you, you lit up when you saw me. I was like,
oh my gosh. And I was having a really crappy day that day too, because I was dealing with, someone who was like really confused, and I had to repeat myself 3 times. And Raider Wheel was like, we're going to have to deal with this person. We're going to have to take them out back.
Okay.
See, this is what I like, how y'all have developed this relationship, this friendship through, meeting at a club, and Raider Nikki, you're describing Glenn here as an ambassador to the Raider Nation, talking about pride and poise and a commitment to excellence, win, lose or tie, we're Raider Nation until we die, we'll always have each other's back and we build these relationships together. And I think that's awesome. And throughout this episode, we've been talking about the benefits of club memberships. We understand that club memberships can win we understand that club members can win raffle prizes on game days. And I heard that you won a raffle prize last month. So what was it?
You know what? Let me tell you something. It was like that whole moment. I was sitting in the corner. I got the bar. We got this, we were getting there. I said, man, I saw, I saw Hitman with the jersey. I saw what I saw. I said, I never won anything. And I just left the Bank of America, and I said, I just can't grab $50 in cash. They were, hey, give me as many tickets as you can.
Yes.
But the thing was, it was Kent State. And a lot of them old guys I like a lot, and I'm in the process of starting my Hall of Fame collection. My Hall of Fame is not gonna wear it, I'm just gonna frame it. And Kent State is at the he's at the top of my list. Because, not only was he just not a great athlete, he was a bit of a playboy, so kind of
Hey, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute.
I just value them guys. They represent what the working class man and woman is.
Yes.
When you come to work, you work. When you play hard.
Oh, yes.
You can't ask no more than that. And that's how that's how you became in love with that team back in the past. When they play football, they play iron ball football, even though they didn't play both sides. But like Jack Tatum, he was a when you spoke of the Raiders, it was, it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
Imposing
dominance, on the other team.
So.
So shout out to DC Metro for doing jerseys as part of the raffle. That's something
that's cool.
that we do, which is really, really neat. And it's pretty cool that we're doing that. Yeah. So you got the Stabler jersey, huh?
I'm telling you right now, I think it was awesome. That y'all really, really. I thought y'all actually made efforts to just. These guys are the last of superstars.
Now know this. Josh Jacobs is the beginning.
Josh Jacobs is the real deal.
Of the new superstars.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about being a part of the history of watching the new superstars come up too. I think it's really, really cool. I know people are a little nervous about getting jerseys because of things that have happened over the past couple of months.
Khalil Mack.
No. But my point is this. Every jersey is a part of history, regardless of how triumphant or tragic the history might be. Every jersey is valuable because it's a point in time where we experience something that will not be repeated in the same way.
Right.
It just won't. It's unique to that moment. So.
But I don't mean to cut you off. This is a positive. In the history of football, there hasn't been too many athletes. I don't care what point in their career that they haven't wanted to be a Raider.
Wow.
Think about it. Except for this last little crazy incident.
No, we're not going there.
We got to stay on track.
Every person at the end of their career say, "Hey, it's an honor to be a Raider."
That's the truth.
Think about it. Randy Moss, Rice, Black. These all Hall of Famers. They wanted to wear that black and silver.
Yeah, they did.
Tell me how passionate you are where you playing a football game where rats live. That's hard.
Mercy God.
That's hard. Gruden said something. He proved something. He can whoop somebody in between time slots.
Time zone.
Yeah.
I believe he dropped an
F-bomb. That was so deep.
We're
that's okay. We're not going to do it on the show, though. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, listen, brother, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for, being at my job, being in, the proper attire, and then sharing your passion with me and changing my life. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
But Nikki, let me tell you something. I wouldn't have been able to do this from the bottom of my heart if you didn't bleed silver black. You wouldn't work with nobody else. And you bleed silver. That's the only way I can do that transfusion to bring you into our family. So not bring you to our family, bring you to the club because you already been in the family.
Well, yes, but I was adjacent. I ain't gonna lie. I was adjacent until 2016. No, I ain't gonna lie. You brought me in, and I appreciate that.
I had to get you in. You were saying, I said, come on, you got it here. Here's my, remember what you did? You pulled out your phone, and I used to carry my card. I had to dig in my wallet. And I had to say, look, I had to dig in my wallet.
I know.
So that was the beginning of something.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Well, yeah, man, it was nice having you on the channel, dude. And I'm glad you won that Ken
so
Stabler
much.
jersey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for being on the phone tonight, brother.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
All right.
And we'll talk soon, okay?
We'll talk soon.
Man, he's a good man, right?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad he got you into the Raiders, the DCMR.
Just think, you wouldn't even know Raider Weah if it wasn't for my brother.
That's awesome. Thank you, brother.
You say that tonight.
No.
Well, here's a bold prediction, okay? I predict that someone special is going to win a jersey at the Naptown Jersey Party on Friday, November 29th. I'm actually going to post a picture of the invite. If you are anywhere near Annapolis, Maryland, Friday, November 29th, you need to come to this party. It's a $15 donation, and it goes toward a worthy cause. I'm not going to say too much more about it because it is in November, but you need to go to our social media, Raider Party Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and to find out where many other parties are going to be. Listen to our previous episodes, episodes 1 through 6.
And once again, Raider Nation, be sure to subscribe to the Raider Homer channel on YouTube if you haven't already. And as I said earlier, we really appreciate your support. You know what? And I have another prediction. You know, I predict that we will have some exciting news to share before we go to Houston.
Yes.
I.e. podcast interviews on site at the Marriott by the Galleria.
Come on. Yes, Homer. Yes. I'm so excited about that. But we don't want to say too much more because it's an exciting prediction. So we're in the bye week. So what are you going to be doing during the bye week?
Well, I'm going to be testing some ways that we can go live on YouTube, you know, until we play the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, October 20th. So what do you have planned?
So, Raider Weah is going to drink plenty of water.
Yes, do that.
Because she needs to get ready for the Green Bay game. I'm so excited that I'm going to be traveling to Wisconsin. And I don't know exactly what's going to be happening. But one of the things I hope to be able to accomplish while I'm there is a tour of Lambeau Field.
And make sure you come back and listen to the next episode of the Raider Party Podcast right here on the Raider Homer channel.
That's right, listeners. Are you down with RPP?
Yeah,
whether you're hanging out at home. Well, I know there's one person back there.
You know it.
Whether you're hanging out at home or on travel, be safe, be satisfied. Bye for now.